y vamos a entrar en una de las preguntas que más controversia y debate ha traído en las últimas semanas, en los últimos meses, y es el centro de datos. Así, ¿cuál es exactamente su posición respecto al data center o centro de datos?
Obviously, on a data center, we have to go back and look at zoning laws. When the developer came to Imperial, he tried to make a deal with Imperial and to build a data center within Imperial. When that didn't work, he found a place that in the county was approved for a data center in an industrial zone, resides in the county. And the county has zoning laws that say you're approved or not approved. And the data center was an approved use in the industrial center. That doesn't mean that we can just say, hey, we approve a data center. What the people that owned the property asked us to do is to do a lot merger. So we do lot mergers every day in the county. So the owners wanted to have a lot merger. So the county was obligated to follow their own rules under the California Annexation Map Act. And so we followed that rule, which said if they meet all the requirements, they can merge their lot. But from the outside county, from Imperial and maybe IID, they felt like we should stop the data center. We never voted on a data center. We voted on a lot merger. So you look at the process, do we follow our own rules or do we break our rules? And in my opinion, we keep our rules. We're not approving a data center. The data center was approved in 2017 under the rules of what was submitted back then. Also, the industrial zone was approved in 1974. So we can't just go back and change everything once they apply. Now, does that mean a data center will be there? Does that mean, that we don't know that? That's not our job to determine whether it goes there. Do we think it's a good location? I don't think it's a good location. But why would Imperial, the city of Imperial, choose to put housing development right next to industrial? So those are questions that have to go back a long ways. Back in 2000, Imperial voted to put their housing development there. And then they want to blame us for having an industrial zone. And remember, an industrial zone is meant for a safety. If you have railroads, if you have high-pressure gas lines, if you have a tank farm with diesel, if you have an area that mixes chemicals and fertilizers, you want to keep that separate from families. You want to keep your kids away from an industrial zone. And then you have the airport and planes that fly in and out. You have all of these different things that should be put in an area to keep kids and protect families from them. When the city of Imperial voted to put families next to an industrial zone, that should have been stopped at that point. But so now Imperial blames the county for allowing a lot merger. And a lot merger is one step in a whole process of a data center. So did the county vote on a data center? Absolutely not. We didn't vote on that. We voted on a lot merger for any property owner to merge their lot or to do anything.
Parecía esta pregunta muy importante porque es de la información más distorsionada que escucho allá afuera, que el Board of Supervisors o la mesa de supervisores aprobaron un data center. Digo, yo que he estado en los debates, he escuchado lo que usted está diciendo ahorita, pero luego salgo de ahí, pareciera que la gente no escucha, no entiende. Es importante entender, no es que ustedes aprobaron un data center, están siguiendo las leyes y regulaciones de donde está situado cuando se compró muchos años antes de que siquiera ustedes estuvieran aquí.